Good morning, guys. Oh my god, my like bras are hanging in the background. That's probably not the best look. It is 6 AM and there's my flight. It's not gonna focus, let's just forget it. I've been up for like 40 minutes actually. The night before the airport, like the night before an early flight, you just do not get sleep. Like I just kept waking up thinking I missed my flight. I should do fake tan on my face last night. I just look a bit orange. It's just the way, isn't it? Hey guys, so I'm at the airport now. And my flight's delayed a little bit, but hopefully not too long. Guys, I've searched for stage fright, like vlogging in public, but I'm doing it. But I'm sat at my gate now, and never in my life have I been to Heathrow on a Monday morning. It is disgusting. It is so busy. We made it. So I've just made it to the airport, but I'm like lost in the metro. I'm trying to figure out how to get to my hostel. My ticket, but I'm lost. This is not the train that I thought it was. Okay, so this is on my way to figure out where the fuck to go. When you're used to travelling with a boyfriend or with a friend, oh I've gone pale, like you just don't have to think about these things, but now I have to like rely on my own brain. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, I've asked a lady and she's just sent me this way, so I'm just gonna see where I end up. But it's quite busy actually. So I don't know, I might take a while before I get there, you know. Right, so I had to change at like Northport, which is where I am now, and I couldn't see where the platform was meant to be, so I walked out assuming there was another entrance. Can't find the entrance, so I've done a little circle around this. But this has been like my first sighting of Copenhagen outside, so I'm gonna try again. This is literally where I just came from. I'm just gonna go back down and see, because I just cannot find where I'm meant to go. That's me trying to get captured that. My first observation here is that this country has a 7-Eleven, and I have not been to a 7-Eleven since I was in like Australia about 6 years ago, and that just makes me really happy. But yeah, it's really nice weather. I have no idea where I am. Those buildings, so pretty. I'm walking with some bins because, you know, I've gone the wrong way, but I'm nearly at my hostel. Guys, I made it. That's the hostel. Okay, so I'm gonna check in, dump my bag because it's fucking heavy, and then see if I can find some lunch, because it is like 3 o'clock now, 3:30, and I've already had breakfast, so it looks quite industrial though. Like, look at this, that guy's just chilling. I'm in my hostel. Oh wait, fuck, I have to press the button. Oh my god, someone's gonna come in and be like, what the fuck? Bruh, that's not working. Is it? I'm so confused. Wait, hang on, I don't like it. Hey guys, I checked into my hostel. Basically, I got to the hostel, it was really busy and it looked really good like straight away. I don't know what to do, like it's about 5 o'clock. I got here, missed lunchtime, I've missed all of that. I don't know what to do with myself. I walked into the hostel room, there were these 2 women. I've got a female only dorm, and there were these 2 girls who were like just sitting in bed. I did end up talking to them a bit, but they weren't very energetic, so I kind of just left it. I've got on my backpack, I've dumped my big bag, and so I'm just like walking along, just exploring a bit. I'm just feeling a bit like I'm not really sure what I've done, because I've arrived and I don't have much of a plan, and I just kind of feel like I don't really know what to do with myself. And yeah, I was kind of hoping that I would meet people in my hostel and then they'd all want to go out for dinner or something, but it's not really gone like that. So I'm just sort of like wandering around. Oh my god, there's a bunch of ducks. Glad that I'm vlogging. It makes me feel a bit less alone. Hopefully I'll meet some people in my hostel. Actually the next day now, and it's literally like 3 o'clock, so I have been quite bad today. I've just been quite busy. I've actually ended up having a much better start to the day today. So we just did the canal tour, and I realised just walking out of it there that I definitely was with like a school trip or something, because there were just like most of the boat was filled with like teenagers and it just made it really annoying. So maybe if you do, I think it was called Strommen, but it was really good though. It's definitely recommending it, but yeah, it was a little bit annoying with like all these teenagers. They were a bit rowdy, and I just obviously couldn't really vlog during that. Also my camera battery's dying, so I need to wrap it up soon. But this is where we are. This is Nyhavn, and I'm gonna see if I can find some food here somewhere.
Så dat kat hebben dat een naambroek pas voor zijn vraag van 20 gehouden. Sorry, dat is toch menselijk, hè?
Guys, I just asked somebody to take a picture of me. I've never in my life asked someone to do that, like on the street, a random person, I don't think. But then this couple, they asked me to do it. So I saw an opportunity and I took it. I had a lovely dinner at somewhere called Sunnyside or something like that. I felt very strange because it's the only person there by myself. And I just felt very watched. There were a lot of like old couples, and they were all just looking at me like feeling sorry for me. I could just see it in their face. They were just looking at me like, oh, hun. I was like, no. I'm choosing this. So my friend, who lived in Copenhagen for a year, she told me to try this soft ice from that little place. It's called Vottelbergeren. I probably absolutely butchered that, but she said the place with the steps, and I was looking around for an ice cream place and I found somewhere that had steps, so I just assumed it's that one. So I've got literally like no battery left, but this square that I'm in literally feels so much like the square in Cusco. If you know, you know. Copenhagen, I heard it's really safe for like solo female travelers, and that's something that the last time I went traveling on my own, I just did not feel that. I was obviously like, I was in South America and I got told like to the death, do not walk anywhere on your own. I was just really used to being really scared of doing that, but actually now like I'm here, I've heard you don't have to worry about that over here. And I just feel really like good just walking around, like it's like nearly 7 PM and it's just nice. I don't know. but I'm walking back to my hostel now. But yeah, it's been a really good day so far. Last night I was just sat in the hostel dorm down, not the dorm, I was sat in the common area downstairs, and there was like live music happening, and I just knew that I was going to enjoy that. So I sat down and this guy came and sat next to me on the sofa, Norwegian guy, and started chatting to him. And then this Dutch guy joined us, and I just spent the evening with them. I think at the start of the day yesterday I was just so worried and thinking, oh god, what have I done? Like, I'm on my own. It just feels a bit weird. And now I'm just like, just so happy that I'm staying in a hostel, although it was it was not the best night's sleep. So if you're like wanting to, again, good night's sleep, hostel's not the one, because even though I booked a completely female only dorm, there was a fucking like significant snorer in there yesterday. Like, I'm talking full on like man snore. I also just took myself to dinner and was completely by myself, and even though, you know, people will look, but I'm never going to see these people again. So I actually just, this is part of the whole reason I came to Copenhagen, like in that self-growth, just like learning to not really care what people are gonna think. If I see someone vlogging in public, I don't think anything of it, so I'm doing the same. But my battery's gonna die, so I'm gonna save it before it dies. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
It's 10 times worse, and there's just like rats everywhere. I'm just like, are you not used to this?
Keep on walking, please, no stop sign.
Hello. I made friends.
It still looks
ugly. I want this for my vlog. Color coded.
Torbe out. Torbe Helene.
So we're going to a food market over there. This is so cute. Finished the walking tour, and now I've met some people who are gonna like go grab food. It's really cute. Hungry. Oh, it actually, I thought you just said that. It actually says it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's so neat. Yeah. It's sat by the river.
Quick mixer.
Yeah.
I think like this one is our most popular one.
Okay. Yeah. We will have to try it then.
This is your first time in here? Or?
Yeah, I love your tattoos as well. They're really nice.
How long are you here for? Are you
We're both leaving tomorrow.
So we're both here for 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. What have you been doing here? Have you just been just all the tour?
I'm so much walking. I'm like,
I can't.
yeah, I want to do that tomorrow because I'm not leaving till late tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that
I
tomorrow.
remember when I came here and I was biking for the first time. I was so scared.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Thank you so much.
I'll go get some.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so cute. You can see like they're preparing the food. We snatched a table. There's a big wasp though.
It's okay.
Have they gone? Can I sit back down?
They're gone.
No, they're not gone. It's on my bag. Stop! I'm out. Sorry. Why are they on my bag?
It smells good.
Okay, so we've come to this bakery, and we're trying to. The plan was to have a nice little pastry set up, but we're being attacked by wasps. But Zoe here doesn't seem to mind. Fuck. Should we move over there? It's in my hair.
That's not.
No, I'm moving over there. Let's go sick. Oh no, because I'm being such a drama queen, but I'm actually not. I just don't want to be eaten by wasps. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me.
Oh my god, no, you're fine.
Okay, let's just eat them quickly because
waspy over here.
I think it is less waspy. Okay, we found a spot, and also this is Zoe. Say hi. We met in the hostel last night, and then we stayed talking in the corner of our hostel for like the whole fucking evening. So this one is a, did you say it was a Swedish delicacy?
Yeah.
Or was it Danish?
Put cardamom and everything.
Okay. It's like a spice of some kind. We've had a little tasting, a pastry tasting, because we just met last night and we were like, I want to try to Danish pastries.
Danish pastries. We need Danish pastries.
To find some. So this is the. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this because I don't even like the smell of it.
What do you think?
I feel like the sugar is doing a lot of the carrying there. So cute. They've got all these little dog pictures on the wall. So apparently it's meant to be really good at night. First impression of the cake haven is that there is no cake, it is just plates. Where's the dinner?
That's what I'm thinking.
Dinner? Dinner? Where is dinner?
Dinner.
Oh, we found some food. We've like paid like, what is it, £17 to go to a theme park, and we're just here looking for food. Is what it is. So we've still not found any food. This girl here claims that there's a food hall, but I'm not too sure. It doesn't seem to exist. So yeah, that's the updates right now. I'm hungry, but it is very pretty, so it's okay. So the food hall exists, apparently, this is it. But we might have to leave the park, and we've just paid to get in, so I don't know if we can come back in. But I'm hungry, so. Oh. So I think I'm gonna get a quesadilla because I was meant to be in Mexico actually at the moment.
You're supposed to be in Mexico?
I'm supposed to be in Mexico, yeah.
No, that's right.
We've got company. Yeah, that's for me. Thank you.
We are all in the same one. Yeah.
Oh. So we got some sushi. I need to move. Oh no. Oh. I'm happy. Quest has been completed.
Food hall exists.
Food hall exists.
He doesn't want to be in the vlog.
Yeah, you do.
He's working. He's working.
He is. You guys want to be in the vlog.
That's a nice camera.
It is, isn't it? And look, it does this.
Oh, okay. In my head, like, it took me a while.
Good. Guys, I've just woken up. I'm outside and I'm on my last day. It's about 10 AM right now. My hair's so crispy, so just like ignore that for now. But we're checking out in about less than an hour, so I've just gone to like go and find cinnamon bun at a place that I've been recommended called St. Petersburg Bakery, and it's meant to be like the best cinnamon buns. So, and it's only like a 10-minute walk from my hostel, so I'm just walking up there. I feel so tired, like every night that I've been here basically. I'm going to bed really, really late because I've kind of just like stayed up talking to people in the hostel downstairs, which has been so amazing, and I don't regret it at all. So, you know, I might have lost a bit of sleep the last week, but I can make up for it. I feel like yesterday turned out to be like just the most unexpectedly nice day. I did the city walking tour that the hostel partners with another company, which wouldn't particularly recommend it. It was called Politically Incorrect Tours, and their whole, oh my god, also look at this street. Oh, it's so cute. Their whole sort of concept is that they do these tours where it's like meant to be a crossover between tourism, like just running tours, and stand-up comedy. So it's a good idea. Like, it's unique, I'll give it that, but in reality it genuinely was just the tour guide just insulting us the entire time. And like, at first it was just off of like where we come from, like our countries, like that's fine, 'cause, you know, it's just like to be expected, like the stereotypes and stuff. But there was one point where he literally there was a guy in the tour group who just tell he was not the most confident of people, the way he just sort of stood. The tour guide was bragging about how he sent someone cry, like someone was crying and left the tour a few weeks ago, as if that was like, haha, look how good we are, sort of thing. Okay, I just went to the bakery. I just walked past as soon as I meant to, and I got myself a cinnamon bun, but it was like with icing on the top, so they're meant to be like the best cinnamon buns in Copenhagen. But anyway, what I was saying about the tour guide was essentially like their whole ethos is that you shouldn't book a tour with us if you easily get offended. And the thing is, I didn't actually know that that's what the thing was. I just thought, oh, it's a hostel city walking tour, so I didn't actually realise that. So I feel like that's a downside of my hostel, is that they use that company. Guy was honestly just really throwing personal insults, and there was one point where like we had to stand. I was like talking because I'd met 2 people who I ended up spending the whole entire day with. Spent the whole entire day with them. I had like the best time. Yesterday was such a good day, but I was talking, but only like just like not loudly necessarily. I was just telling them a little story, and like he was just looking at me like, and then all the other tourists, it was quite a big group of tourists, all of the other ones were also then looking at me like sort of almost like waiting for me to finish, the way that teachers do when you're in school. And I was just like, alright, I just waved at him. I was just like, okay, like, sorry. And then anyway, there was a guy, like back to what I was saying before I got to the bakery, there was a guy who asked a question. I asked him, what was it that you said that made her cry? And then he did actually answer the question, and then he just kind of started insulting the guy, and he said, oh, for example, you know, I can be like, your hairband shit. Or no, he said, oh, for example, I could say your hairband is weird. And that was like, okay, whatever, like, he's just using an example, like that's not that personal. And then he just said to the guy he had like a shit haircut, and he had like really long hair, and you could just see in the guy's face, his face just kind of dropped, and you could just see that he was actually really quite, I don't think he was upset, but like it definitely hurt his feelings. So I feel like I've walked completely the wrong way actually. And me and 2 of the other people in the group, we discussed it afterwards, all saying how we could all see that that guy was actually like quite hurt. And I know that that's their whole thing. I looked it up on Google reviews, they're actually really well reviewed, and then they just have this thing of like, oh, if you can't handle banter, then don't book on a tour with us. So it's kind of like they're almost using it, I think I'm just going to turn around because I've got completely the wrong way. But yeah, he's just sort of using it as like an excuse to bully people, and I don't consider myself necessarily somebody who gets easily offended. And like, I didn't take personal offense, but like, I just thought he was not, like, he just wasn't funny. He was just being rude, and I feel like I've seen stand-up comedians before who do that, who are just rude and call it stand-up comedy, and you could just see the people they pick on, their faces are just like it's just not nice, isn't it? Anyway, we did that, but I met these 2 people on that tour, and we ended up getting on really well, and we spent the whole of the rest of the afternoon together. We went to this food market, which I vlogged, and we were there for like food market for a couple hours, but we were all hanging out for about 5 hours, and then suddenly it was 3:30, and the day before I'd met a girl in the hostel who's also featured in a lot of my vlogs now. We decided that we were going to go and get Danish pastries together the next day. So I got back to the hostel, and then I met her. We went and got the metro out to Nordhavn, which is like north of the city, and we just ordered, like, we got there, we travelled there because it looked amazing online, and then we got there and there were literally about 4 pastries, like one of which was a croissant, and we weren't going to get that, so but then we just ended up getting all 3 of them. Had like a tasting, and we just cut them all in half. It was so good, like 10 out of 10. It was called Juno the Bakery, I think. So we did that. We stumbled across this little cafe called the Laundromat Cafe. Oh my god, I didn't even know about that, but we just walked past and we were like, oh, this is cute, let's have a look in here. We just had such a nice time. And also the people from my tour group, for my walking tour in the morning, we decided that we were gonna go and see the Tivoli Gardens in the evening because it's meant to be like really good at night, which it is. I do actually think so. It is quite expensive, so I'm not sure. £16 just to enter for entry, so that's what it came up on my Revolut as. So it wasn't awful, but it is a little bit steep just to walk around the park. We went to that food hall and that was really fun. And yeah, we just had like the best time, and then we got back to the hostel. It was so funny. And do you know what I was just thinking? The day that I got here, I was really nervous and I was really thinking, like, I was vlogging, I was walking along Copenhagen, like along that river, saying like, why have I done this? What have I done? I'm just gonna be by myself for a few days. I was so close. There's a man behind me. I was so close to just booking a hotel and staying within my comfort zone, and I was really worried about the hostel thing. But my god, I'm so fucking glad that I did that. I'm so proud of myself for pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and I've ended up making really good friends, and I've got an invite to California now, and I just feel like I've just got, yeah, I feel really happy, and this trip has just been so much more fun than I was anticipating, especially on the first day. I saw my Instagram story last night, like I actually had a really hard couple of weeks leading up to this, like stuff, like personal life stuff was happening. I took a few kicks in the teeth. It's just been really hard, and this trip could not have come at a better time. I just feel like it's just filled me with, like, I don't know, I just feel really happy now. I just want to do this again. I need to look where I'm going because I need to check out 30 minutes until I check out. I've got my flight is not until 9:20 this evening, so I'm going to check out. I'm in my gym gear. I've got a call at 12 and then again at 3, from 3 to 4 today, so I've got a bit of work to do. Not sure yet what I'm going to do. I did, one thing I really wanted to do while I was here was hire a bike or rent a bike and cycle up to one of the more sort of further away places, but I haven't ended up doing that. I don't know if I still should. So I've secured my cinnamon bun and I need to get myself a coffee as well. I'll probably get an iced coffee from the hostel. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna end up doing today. A couple of my friends that I've made this week, they're still in the hostel, so maybe I'll do something with them. Last night I literally looked at British Airways and looking at changing how much it would cost to change my flight to extend it to Saturday or Sunday, because it's Thursday today and I'm going home this evening, and I have just had so much fun that I don't want to go home and sit up, and it costs literally like over £200 to change it, so I just left it. I was like, nah, like that's a lot of money, and also a lot more spending money. And then the hostel's actually really cheap. This hostel is so good. This week has been the first time in my life that I've stayed in a hostel in Europe, which is weird because I always consider myself such a very well-seasoned hostel goer. I'm gonna go this way because I've stayed in hostels hundreds of millions of times. I lived in a hostel in Melbourne. Like I'm really well-seasoned when it comes to staying in hostels, but I've never stayed in one in Europe before, and it was really quite cheap. I think for the entire 3 nights that I've spent here, it was 70 something pounds, which I think that's pretty good. It's a really, like, it's very clean. It's got really good amenities, but you do have to pay extra to use the gym. There's an indoor pool, you have to pay to use that. I did actually, because there's an indoor pool, I brought with me like a bikini, but I haven't ended up going at all because I've just ended up being way more busy in the day than I thought I was gonna be, because I actually anticipated that I'd probably be by myself for a lot. And obviously there have been times where I've been by myself, but it's been so good for me. I feel like when I'm in London, and I'm obviously by myself all the time in my remote job, it's very different because it's just like a bit sad and like it doesn't feel very good. Whereas here, it's just kind of felt like it feels healthy just to spend time with myself and be able, I feel like I've really grown, especially vlogging actually. Vlogging has really helped me come out of my comfort zone because I've only been able to vlog in public, and I don't know, it's just made me have a whole new appreciation for not caring what people think. I feel really good. It's really windy though, so I'm gonna stop. guys, I actually look ridiculous, but that's me at the airport now in Copenhagen. And I'll probably talk a bit more properly about the rest of today, but it was much more of just like a working day. Yesterday was probably the best day of the whole trip. I'm gonna check in now. Weird to think that tonight I will just be in my own bed and not in a hostel dorm. Hey guys, that's me just gotten home. I totally meant to vlog more today, but it wasn't a really exciting day. I went to the gym, which was really fun actually. There's a really good gym in that hostel. I only managed to go once. It is, I think it's like midnight, which is nothing because I've been awake until like 3, even though I was sat there at like 1 or 2 a.m. in the lobby or in the lounge of the hostel in Steelhouse. I was so tired, I was like yawning through my conversations, but I was also having like the best time and laughing. So I just didn't want to go upstairs until other people went because I was just like, this is great, this is what I'm here for. I was on such a high yesterday because I just met such great people and I had so much fun. Like I haven't laughed like that in a really long time. We were a loud group, we were like screaming, it was so funny. It was just so much fun. I'm so glad I did that. I think today I was a little bit more in the vibe of knowing that I was going home this evening. Reasons why I've been having a hard time haven't changed, like they're still the same. Like today was just so, I felt like I was running away from my problems and I felt great and I was like so happy. I was a bit more on a level of I have to go back and deal with my problems at home. Like I have to go and face it really, and I feel like that's why I'm doing that, but I'm in a much better position to do that now because I've just had a bit of fun. This is such a long way to close off the vlog. Yeah, I've really enjoyed vlogging it. It's felt very fun and I'm actually so happy that I did, because not just because I want to like start YouTube, but I also just really enjoyed capturing everything because now I know this little trip that I did, even though it was literally 3 nights, it was 3 nights and 4 days and it was so short. This little trip has made the world of difference to how I feel. Even on my first night there, I had conversations about approaching people in hostels and sort of making friends, especially being solo travelers. I told him how I was a little bit nervous because that I used to do a lot of hostel staying. I used to be very good at talking to people and just like introducing myself and not even thinking about it, whereas now I haven't done it in a really long time. And he just said to me like, you know, you really shouldn't think so much about this because you're very easy to talk to and I'm having a lot of fun talking to you. Like it wasn't in a creepy way at all, it was very much like, it was just really sweet. And I was like, oh, like he was only 21 as well, and I was just like, he obviously doesn't know me, and I was like, he has no idea how impactful that is to say to me. By myself all the time and remote working, it does make you very socially awkward. I didn't come on this trip seeking external validation, but I kind of got it anyway. I think I've just lost a lot of my self-confidence this year. That sounds really sad and deep, but I think it is true to an extent. This week has just really sort of reminded me of how much fun I can have. I've come home feeling really like happy that I did that, and I want to do it again. I want to go. Now I'm thinking, oh, where can I go next in Europe that's cheap, and you know, I can just literally do exactly what I did this week, just go from Monday to Thursday or Monday to Friday or whatever, like just work from there for a bit because it is so fun. I'm gonna close the vlog off here. I need to go to bed. If you did watch, then thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who featured in my vlog. I'm sorry for being so annoying walking around with the like sticking cameras in your faces the whole time. But hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye.